Here's today's top story. Maxsun Intel Arc Pro B70 32GB graphics card hands-on impressions. Big Battlemage stuns with big uplifts over B580. Maxsun Intel Arc Pro B70 2026 type graphics card price $949. Intel's Arc Pro GPU journey began with the first-generation Alchemist A-series products, and last year, the company introduced its Battlemage B-series products. The first generation of products was aimed at the budget segment, offering good perf/dollar, and while the positioning continues with the Battlemage lineup, it looks like Intel is slightly moving towards a higher-end segment with its Arc Pro B60, B65, and B70 series. This move comes at a time when AI is the talk of the town, and local AI agents are becoming more and more popular. Also, Intel's recent workstation lineup, the Xeon 600 series, makes getting an all-Intel Pro and content creation system possible with new hardware upgrades. Intel is working with various AIBs to roll out its latest Arc Pro B-series graphics cards, and one of them is Maxsun, who have been giving the Battlemage series a unique custom treatment. Well, the same is true for Maxsun's Arc Pro B60 graphics card, which, instead of integrating one GPU, integrates two, with twice the memory. A few months back, we tested the Maxsun Intel Arc Pro B60 Dual, featuring 48GB of memory capacity. Today, we will be testing the flagship solution, the Intel Arc Pro B70, featuring 32GB of memory, but in the Big Battlemage configuration. Intel Arc Pro B70 Big Battlemage GPU with 32GB VRAM at its Pro Day 2026. Intel finally unveiled the one GPU that we have all been waiting for. The GPU is the one and only Big Battlemage, and while we would have loved to see a gaming-oriented variant, Intel's first outing with this GPU is for the rapidly rising AI and Pro segment. These GPUs are designed as a balance for everyday professionals and heavy-duty pros and are part of the same Arc Pro B series, which has seen the likes of the Arc Pro B60 and Arc Pro B50. The previous entries in the Arc Pro B series family were based on the Battlemage BMG G21 GPU with up to 24GB of memory. With Big Battlemage, we got two new entries, Arc Pro B70 and Arc Pro B65. The new cards utilize the brand new BMG G31 GPU, which is a larger chip, based on the same TSMC N5 process technology, and offering an increased number of cores in memory. Both GPUs are designed for the Pro workstation segment. Intel Arc Pro B70 32 cores, 32GB memory, up to 367 AI tops. The Intel Arc Pro B70 graphics card is the flagship Arc B series offering. It features the full BMG G31 GPU, which packs 32 2HPG cores, 256 XMX engines, 32 RT units, and provides 367 INT8 tops for AI workloads. The graphics card will feature 32GB of GDDR6 memory across a 256-bit bus interface. The memory is clocked at 19 gigabits per second, delivering 608 GB per second of total bandwidth. The GPU itself is clocked at 2800 MHz. The graphics card will be offered in both AIC and Intel-branded variants. The power rating for the Intel-branded variant is 230W, while the AIC models can scale from 160W up to 290W. Power will be provided through a single 16-pin connector interface for the Intel-branded variant, while AICs have the choice to select the number of connectors based on their designs. Another important thing to remember is that a few AICs made multi-GPU models of the Arc Pro B60 with two BMG G21 GPUs and up to 48GB of VRAM. So we can expect some partners to be given the green light to produce such variants with two BMG G31 GPUs and up to 64GB of memory. Some highlights of the graphics card include 32GB memory runs large AI models with higher precision and accuracy, 256 XMX AI engines, Intel SE matrix extensions, SE2 architecture for fast content creation and AI applications, scalable multiple GPU LLM Linux support, XMX AI engines for AI-enhanced gaming, content creation and media ray tracing hardware acceleration for fast, photorealistic renders, pro drivers with ISV software certifications, Windows and Linux OS support, say Media Engine. Comprehensive content creation toolkit. In terms of display, the Arc Pro B70 will feature 4 DP 2.1 outputs by default, and supports all the latest API and hardware acceleration engines such as DX12 Ultimate, 1 API, OpenCL 3.0, OpenGL 4.6, Vulkan 1.3, OpenVINO, XMX AI engines, RT support, AV1/HEVC/H.264/VP9 encode/decode support. The Arc Pro B70 is designed for powerful local inferencing, scalable multi-GPU deployments, and advanced software development. Pricing and availability. The Intel Arc Pro B70 graphics card has been available since March 2026 from Intel and its AIC partners such as ARKN, Ashrock, Gunneer, Maxsun, and Sparkle. The graphics card has a starting price of $949 US, while AIB models will vary in pricing and designs. Intel Arc Pro B Series GPU specs. Maxsun Intel Arc Pro B70 32GB unboxing and close-up. Maxsun ships the Intel Arc Pro B70 32GB graphics card in a simple cardboard box with a large B70 logo on the front and a company logo. The backside of the box has a 3-year limited warranty label and some trademark logos. Opening the box, you are greeted with a thank you letter from Maxsun and QR codes to access the user support page. The Arc Pro B70 Dual is packed within an anti-static wrap and has foam packaging around it to ensure that the card ships without any issues. The only single accessory that the card ships with is a 16-pin adapter capable, which is rated at 450W and has 3 8-pin connectors coming out of the other end. Upon first look, the Maxsun Arc Pro B70 is a fairly standard dual-slot design that measures 267 by 111 by 38 millimeters. The front shroud is made out of plastic and reads "Touch the AI Future" on the front, which simply says that this card was made for AI. The back of the card features a nice metallic backplate holding the cold plate, and another set of screws holding the shroud and heatsink. One side of the graphics card features the Intel Arc Pro B70 logo. The other side is a simple matte black aesthetic. The front of the card has a single 16-pin connector and 2 mounting holes for server mounts. The back of the card features a large exhaust vent and 4 display outputs, which include 3 DP 2.1, 2x UHBR10/1x UHBR20, and 2 HDMI 2.1a. Coming back to the backside, the backplate covers the entire length of the PCB. As for the cooler, the Maxsun Intel Arc Pro B70 features a blower fan design and pushes large volumes of air through the central heatsink assembly and vents it out of the exhaust ports. The graphics card has a very large blower fan, which provides lots of airflow. Underneath the shroud is a nickel-plated copper baseplate with vapor chamber cooling. The cooler also features thermal pads for the VRAM modules and the VRMs. The fan is connected via a single 4-pin PWM header. The heatsink makes use of several aluminum fin arrays, which are equally spaced for good airflow. Taking the card apart, you are greeted with the Big Battlemage BMG G31 GPUs and 32GB of VRAM. The front side features 8 modules, while the remaining 8 modules are featured on the back of the card. The PCB has a 13-phase VRM configuration. The PCB makes use of Samsung K4ZAF 325BC SC20 modules, which offer 2 GB capacities per IC and operate at 20 gigabits per second speeds. Maxsun Intel Arc Pro B60 Dual 48G Turbo Content, Pro and AI-perf. First up, we have the standard 3D Mark test suite, where we evaluate the graphics performance of the Intel Arc Pro B70 GPU. In Night Raid, the Arc Pro B70 is 31% faster than the B60 Dual, but as soon as you move to more graphics-intensive benchmarks, the lead gets pushed past 50%. In Firestrike, the lead is 53%, and Port Royal sees the biggest lead of 67%. On average, the Arc Pro B70 is 52% faster than the Arc Pro B60. 3D Mark benchmarks, higher is better. Next up, we have Geekbench 6's GPU benchmark, which evaluates the Vulkan and OpenCL performance. The results are as follows. Geekbench 6, higher is better. For rendering, we used the Blender benchmark, which tests the render performance of the GPU across 3 scenes. The Arc Pro B70 shows a phenomenal 72.3% lead over the Arc Pro B60 Dual, and 70% on average across all 3 tests. Blender, higher is better. Next up, we have Pro workloads tested in the SPECviewperf 15.1 bench suite. The results of the various workloads are seen below. SPECviewperf 15. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe.